Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. 56,532 is the Bitcoin price. And it is the stock market, the US stock market, which is ruining our high. There seems to be this pent up demand for crypto, but the crypto markets can't move if the stock markets are going to continue to slump. And just when we thought that the stock markets were going to go up again, the Dow seems to have lost momentum. Right now, the Dow Jones futures up 93 points or 0.27%. That's not going to be enough to push up the crypto market. So today, we are going to be looking at the stock markets and what they're doing. And then we are going to be looking at some big announcements that have changed the terrain for altcoins. In fact, some altcoins that I told you guys to buy, I need you guys to stop buying. And some altcoins that I told you guys to hold off on, it's time to start buying because there have been some big announcements. So today, we're going to look at the announcements. We're going to show you guys what to buy and what to be selling. So stay tuned until the very end. It's going to be a big show.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
No. There's a better song. Now. You guys, you don't know this, Freddie. Someone actually made a song. Now, I mean, I like all the songs, but this one, I think this one's like a winner, bro.
Let's hear it.
This is a serious one. Guys, this one it's serious and it's available on SoundCloud. I think it's really good. Listen.
Crypto DJ, baby. Crypto man. He's all about the DJ, baby. Uncle Ren's in charge. He's a crypto star. So savvy while he's fast money like a sports car. He's all about the DJ life. Make some money, change your wife. Big calls on the altcoins for the bull market hype. He's all about the DJ, baby. Crypto man. 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 Crypto man ran. Crypto banter. You got crypto questions, they got crypto answers. Jean-Claude Van Damme of the Banter fam. Can he kick it? Yes, he can. Can he kick it? Yes, he can. Crypto man ran. He's all about the DJ, baby. Crypto man ran.
Wait until Sheldon hears
He's all about the DJ, baby.
He's going to be bitter.
Crypto man. He's all about the DJ, baby. Crypto man ran. He's all about the DJ, baby. Crypto man.
Woo! I'm coming on a bit.
Yeah.
It's all about the DJing, baby. That's us. We're all about the DJing, babies. That song is actually available on SoundCloud. Dylan_PLZ or PLZ on SoundCloud. I think it's so good. So, welcome back, DJs. Welcome back, DJs. Yes, and I said it. You are a bunch of front running me on the earlier show on Energy Web Token. I mean, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, welcome back, DJs. Today we've got a massive show for you. If you're new to our channel, welcome. This is the place to be. Join our channel, subscribe, like this content, get this video out there. You know, yesterday we came to you guys 3 times. I was sick as a dog and I came to you guys 3 times. Who does that? Someone who really cares about his community. And if you didn't watch the show yesterday, I think you should watch it. It's the show here. It's this one. The 5 best gaming tokens. Because what we did was we came to an agreement with Hustle. I don't know if you guys remember Hustle. Hustle is the gaming DJ. And we came to an agreement with Hustle. And Hustle is now going to be joining Crypto Banter permanently. And we're going to be making like 5 or 6 videos a week for you guys, only on gaming and NFTs. So it's going to be huge. You're going to be masters of technicals, masters of fundamentals, masters of NFTs. All of us are going to start. That is how we're going to make life-changing money. We're going to be masters of everything. Masters of technicals, fundamentals, and NFTs. And yes, fucking DJs. That's what you guys are. I mustn't say that. The YouTube will do funny things in the back. They'll remove the ads because I said, fuck. Can't say that. Okay, let's not say that anymore. Let's not say that. I want to just see something. Can I actually talk and play this music? Let's see. Is it? Can you? All right. So no, it doesn't work as well. Alrighty. Couple of things before we get the show on the road. So first of all, thank you very much to all 367 of you that applied for our producer and writer position. Bunch of fucking degens. Please only apply if you have 2 years crypto writing experience. What we're looking for is we are looking for crypto writers who can help us either create shows. So if you can help us create shows, be like Fred, be like Luke, be like Kyle. And that means that what you have to do is you have to scour Twitter and talk to our network all day long and come up with narratives and stories. And if you've got this knack for finding narratives and stories before everybody else, and you have 2 years experience in crypto writing, then apply for the position. You go to research@cryptobanter.com. You must send us examples of stuff that you have done in the crypto space in the past. Otherwise, we do not consider your application. We are absolutely exploding, guys. Not only did we yesterday pass 500,000 subscribers, we're already on 503,000 subscribers. Remember, when we get to 700,000 subscribers, Banter Bags time, baby. It's going to be big. The Banter Bags are growing every single day, very, very fast. Everybody wants in the Banter Bags. I say when we get to 700,000 subscribers, we grew by 5,000 subscribers between yesterday and today. We need another 200,000 subscribers. That means another 40 days. I reckon by the end of the year, we could pull this off. So by the end of the year, we could have 700,000 subscribers and we can give the Banter Bags to the community, and it will be millions and millions and millions and Brazilians of dollars. Lots of Brazilians of dollars. We'll have lots of Brazilians of dollars.
Subscribable, right?
Yes, exactly. Now, so remember, we need producers. We also want writers. We need people who can write. So if you are going to write, we are launching our new website soon. I said I wouldn't show this to anyone, but now, because you know me, I can't keep a secret from you guys. I'm going to show you the beta version. It's not really working yet. Don't judge us. We're testing out the software. But the web team are going to murder me because this website cannot handle the stress of people degening on it. Do not degen onto our website. So you see, we've created like a social network type website for you guys. So basically it works like Twitter, or when it's ready, it will work like Twitter. And we are going to launch the world's biggest resource website very, 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 very soon. I guess this is a good stress test to see if this website actually works. Guys, it is in beta. Like, this is beta. This is not supposed to work, okay? So that's what it looks like. It works like Twitter. Everyone will be able to import their Twitter profiles onto our website. So when you comment, it'll be from your own Twitter profile, which means that no one's going to steal your Twitter profiles. It's going to be huge. Now what we need, I bet you this website crashes now. Now what we need is we need writers. So we are looking for writers, 2 years plus crypto experience. We need you guys to join our team, full-time, part-time, anywhere in the world. Just the only prerequisite is that you've worked for 2 years in crypto, number one, and that you are a degen, number two, and that you can show us what you've done in the last 2 years, because otherwise we don't want it. I'm in love with this website. I must say, I mean, look how cool it looks. It looks and feels like Twitter, right? Exactly. And you see, you can get to all the live streams there. But I'm sure you guys have crashed. You see, there we go, crashed the website. Congratulations, well done, Banter fam. You've crashed another website. They do it all the time. You're laughing, Carl, but they do this all the time, bro. They do this all the time. They crash everything. They crash everything. These people. Okay, the only thing they don't crash is the market. They did. They crashed the website. I told you they crashed the website. I told you that. Okay, I think that's it. Is there anything else, Freddie? Anything else that you want me to announce before we get the show on the road? Are you sniffing again, bro?
I was breathing.
Okay, Colombian flu. Okay. Let's get into the big show of today, or the big news of today, and I guess we have to talk about the Bitcoin price. And the Bitcoin price right now is 56,444. It's battling to find direction. That's because Bitcoin right now is at the mercy of the US stock markets. The US stock markets are panicking about this new COVID variant. And I want to show you something. This is what happened yesterday. Okay, so I've gone onto the 1 hour chart, and what you can see is that we were actually doing pretty well yesterday. We were trending up. We were going to break through that $60,000 mark again, and then bang, the US stock markets collapsed. The US stock markets collapsed. Let me show you on the 1 hour chart so that you can see what happened. There we go. I did show this to you guys on Shaldino Tentino show, but you can see that crash right over here. There it is. And now the US stock market's battling to kind of find that momentum to be coming up. Why did this happen? Well, it happened because the CDC identified the first case of the Omicron variant in the United States. Now, I'm not sure what they were thinking. Were they thinking that this variant would show up all over the world and not in the United States? Is that really what the markets were thinking? Seriously? Seriously, is that what markets were thinking? So this guy, Bitcoin L, this was a tweet by Walter Bloomberg, and this guy called Bitcoin L replies, and he says, symptoms include slight headache, runny nose, and that's it. So it's basically a cold. We've come to a point now where we are panicking about a cold, okay? People in our office have this variant right now, and they want to come back to work. That's how mild this version of COVID seems to be. It's not only us that think that this version is mild, even Fauci.
And the sequence was confirmed at the CDC as being consistent with the Omicron variant. So I know there are a lot of questions, but here's what we know right now. The individual was a traveler who returned from South Africa on November the 22nd and tested positive on November the 29th. The individual is self-quarantining, and all close contacts have been contacted, and all close contacts thus far have tested negative. The individual was fully vaccinated and experienced mild symptoms, which are improving at this point. So this is the first confirmed.
So we got the first confirmed case. We also got confirmed that the symptoms are mild symptoms, and that's the same feedback that we've been getting from every single publication. And even, in fact, even the World Health Organization declares Omicron cases are mild and vaccine efficacy is not reduced. That comes from the World Health Organization. But all this is suppressing the US markets. The US markets got a little bit scared, and they're struggling to find their momentum going up again. And unfortunately, with Bitcoin, we are at the mercy of the US markets. And the US markets seem to have broken some key levels yesterday. So if you look at some of the tweets that are going out there, one of them here says, the Dow Jones Industrial Average hit the average below the 200 moving day average for the first time since October 2020. Time to panic. I don't know if it's time to panic. And then you get the other panic, you get the other panic type responses. With the close of 4513, the S&P is now below its September highs, its 50-day moving average, its AVWAP from October lows when the current rally began. It was a nice confluence of potential support that could now become resistance. All the fear is now coming into the US stock market. And so you can see that the fear and greed index of the stock market is now at 22. It's at extreme fear. And the fear and greed of the crypto market is 32. So what does that say? It says that people that watch the US stock market are pussies, okay? And they are very scared. And people who are in crypto, they know how to deal with the fear. People in the stock market don't know how to deal with volatility, but people in crypto, they know exactly how to deal with volatility. They're not even scared at all. And crypto has had more volatility than the stock market, right? You got that. Okay, so that is what's going on. But either way, what Will Clemente says is pretty right. He says, there is so much open leverage at the moment. Here's the open leverage chart. There's so much open leverage at the moment that, I know I shouldn't have used that word. I'm sorry. Chill. Everyone chills. Okay, so the futures or leverage ratio on all exchanges is high. In fact, the only time that it was higher was before the correction in May of 2021. Now, remember that for every long, there must be a short. So what he's saying is at some point, this open interest is going to need to get flushed out one way or another. Okay, he doesn't know which way it's going to go, but what he's saying is that the market has to now find direction, which is exactly the same as Sheldon's thesis that Bitcoin is now coming to that turning point in the charts where it needs to make a decision. Willy Woo says, in my opinion, it doesn't necessarily need to be flashed. It could be a sign of a time with an uptake of the cash and the carry trade post ETF futures. He's saying, since there is a futures trade now, this new increased leverage might be a common part of the market. So we just need to adjust to a new type of market that is much higher leverage. And that's because of the Bitcoin futures ETF that is happening right now. I think that the market's going to find direction. I think in the next couple of days, we're going to get a direction one way or another. I suspect that that direction is going to be up. I suspect that the market knows that they're overreacting to the Omicron variant. And I think they're going to become more, that the market's going to become more relaxed and they're going to realize that they're overreacting. Anyway, be that as it may, what we do know is that when there's fear in the market, that is when we need to be buying. And right now there's fear in the market. And so probably right now is a good time to be buying. When everyone else is fearful, we are smarter than everyone else. We look beyond the price. We look beyond the panic, and we look to see what the fundamentals are. We look to see where the developers are going. We look to see where the smart money is going. If you follow that thesis, then all this price action is just noise. It's distractions. You've got to validate your thesis against what's going on with the fundamentals. And if the two align, then what you've got to say to yourself is, I'm going to ignore all the noise that's happening out there in the market. Our thesis is that this Omicron variant is milder than the Delta variant, so there's nothing to worry about. Our thesis is that the market would therefore need to find out about this, and we therefore need to be following the smart money and the fundamentals when we're making decisions. And that could give us very, very, very good buying opportunities. And I want to show you some of those very, very, very good buying opportunities today. So the first thing that I want to show you is that if you block out the noise and you look to see the flow of money, this is a tweet by Travis Kling. Another massive month for crypto in November. Please help me understand how a deep, long bear market is right around the corner when the breadth and magnitude of capital raises are this huge. And he points to this, and I'm going to try and read it to you because I see it's very small. In November, Paradigm raised $2.5 million venture fund. Pantera raised a $600 million venture fund. Crypto.com signs 20-year, $700 million deal with the Staples Center. Consensus raised $200 million on a $3.2 billion valuation. Commonwealth Bank leads $400 million fundraise into Gemini at a $7 billion plus valuation. Blockchain gaming company Forte raises $725 million in a Series B. FTX Lightspeed Venture Solana partner $100 million on a Web3 gaming fund. Reddit co-founder invests $100 million in social media on Solana. A16Z leads $150 million raise on game platform Mythical. And this goes on and on and on and on and on, all the way down to New York mayor accepts 3 checks in Bitcoin, and El Salvador plans Bitcoin City. So this is what happened in 1 month in November. That doesn't sound like a bear market is around the corner. This sounds like the smart money is saying, look, we need to get out of the stock market and we need to get into crypto. You can see that the flow of money into crypto right now is ridiculous, and it's by big names. Citigroup, okay, DCG raises $500 million credit facility. MicroStrategy purchases $414 million worth of Bitcoin. Okay, he's drunk on Bitcoin. But all of this shows you that there's probably no bear market around the corner, and that there is probably just a shift of money from traditional stock markets into crypto markets. And you can see that for me, one of the biggest things that I saw was this. When I saw this news, I was like, I told you guys that Jack is going full-time into crypto. Jack Dorsey resigned as the CEO of Twitter earlier this week, and he then went full-time into Square, and he says here, Square changes its name to Block as part of a broader push into crypto. So they're literally changing their name into Block, like blockchain, so that they, look what it says, payments firm Square is rebranding the name of its corporate entity to Block. According to a company announcement, the name change stems from the firm's desire to become more deeply embraced, desire to become more deeply embraced. This guy can't get a salary increase. The name stems from the firm's desire to become more deeply embrace. His editor proofread it, and then what happened was they got mixed up.
Google Translate.
Google Translate. Become more, okay, basically, Square is embracing decentralized ledger technology, and that's why they've changed their name to Block. This is like the Facebook Meta moment for Jack Dorsey. So it's like going all in on crypto. Facebook went all in on crypto when they said we're changing our name to Meta. Jack Dorsey leaves Twitter, joins Square on a full-time basis, and then he joins Square on a full-time basis, and then changes the name to Block. You telling me that it's probably nothing? It's probably nothing. Anyway, and speaking of Meta, Facebook announces, or the mother company of Facebook announces, that they are going to relax their ban on crypto advertising, and they're going to start allowing much more crypto advertising. It's probably nothing. I mean, that's probably nothing. One of the biggest ad platforms in the world is now allowing crypto revenue. It's probably not going to bring in a whole lot of advertising money. And now, Google also has a ban on crypto advertising. What do you think is going to happen to Google's ban on crypto advertising? You think Google is going to let Facebook take all the money from crypto?
I bet they'll lift it within a week.
Exactly. So bottom line, I mean, you got to just follow the fundamentals. There was one tweet from Elon Musk, and he was responding to a tweet by Sam Altman, and he says here, Web3 sounds like bullshit. And that was like Elon Musk knocking Web3. But actually, I think there's more to the story than meets the eye. You know that Elon Musk doesn't really like his brother Kimble Musk, because Kimble Musk sold a whole lot of Tesla shares. He gave Kimble Musk a whole lot of Tesla shares, and Kimble Musk sold the Tesla shares. And Elon Musk has never forgiven Kimble Musk for selling the Tesla shares. And so when I read here, it says, exclusive, Elon Musk's brother Kimble is venturing into Web3 with Big Green DAO. So you kind of get what's going on here, right? Web3 sounds like bullshit, but a few days ago, we had this article about his brother Kimble venturing into Web3. So you see what's going on here. You see, like, it's obvious what's going on here. It's a dig into his brother. That's basically what's happening. So that's what's happening on the broader markets. But then I said to you that there have been a whole lot of announcements, a whole lot of really, really, really big announcements. And some of them are so big that we actually have to change the way that we have been investing. And that's what I wanted to speak to you guys about today. I wanted to talk to you about some announcements that are happening really, really soon, that are going to change some of our strategy. Jimmy, you said you're going to get me a branded water bottle.
I've been asking Grant, but you keep super busy. Just got a song.
I got a song, okay. I got a song. It's fine. I've got a song. I've got my own song. You got to be nimble. You got to be nimble in this market. If you have a thesis, if you have a thesis and something changes, then you've got to be able to change your thesis pretty quickly, right? And if you don't, if you hold onto a thesis, even in the face of change, then the problem is that you may be giving up a lot of the gains. So one of the big things that you need to be doing when you're investing is you need to constantly be evaluating the latest news and the latest information and the latest data against your thesis. Now, I gave you guys a thesis the other day, and now I want to show you guys how something has changed from the time that I gave you that thesis. I said to you guys that I think that there's going to be a massive buying opportunity in Cardano. I don't know if you guys remember, I showed you guys this chart over here with Sheldino Tentino. And I said to you guys that the market is becoming a little bit disgruntled with Cardano because there's going to be a delay for the DEXs at least until February. And I said to you guys that it's super important that Cardano holds this line. But if it does break, then that's our cue to actually start buying Cardano. Why? Because we love the technology behind Cardano. We just think that it's adopted a much slower approach than Ethereum, for example, which is, it's like a plane flying with broken motors or broken engines. Cardano is a plane taking off with amazing engines. And even though I said to you guys, a lot of people are looking for immediate returns here in the crypto space. We said that this is a marathon and that you can't measure the success of a protocol in the first mile of the marathon. And right now, we have the Cardano price exactly on the trend line. In fact, it just bounced because I told you guys about it on Sheldon's show. It bounced 8.79%, but it's still in the buy zone over here, and it's touching this long-term trend line. And I don't know if you remember, but Sheldon said, he said, something's telling me that there's going to be news on Cardano. We're too close to the trend line. Something's telling me that there's going to be news on Cardano. We saw an announcement today by Charles, which said, really proud of this team for all their hard work, getting things done so quickly. I don't imagine they'll be on the test net for very long. With any luck, it looks like DEXs are coming just around the corner in time for Christmas. And this was in response to an announcement from the SundaeSwap team, which say, we're ready to sample some flavors. We're proud to announce that the SundaeSwap testnet will be going live on the evening of December 5th. Read the full article below. You can go and check it out on SundaeSwap Labs. And so it looks like, and I say it looks like there may be a DEX on Cardano, maybe sooner than we think. I thought that we're going to get a fully functional incentivized DEX by February. I'm now adjusting my, James, I don't have tea, bro. People are saying no tea today. I don't have tea. I need tea. Okay, so I thought it was going to happen in February. I'm now moving my prediction back to January. I don't think it's going to be this year. I think they're going to launch the testnet. I think they're going to find out a whole lot of problems, and I think that Cardano is going to launch the first set of DEXs in mid-January, which means that before mid-January, you've got to get your buys in for Cardano, which is why I said to you this morning, I think that you should be buying Cardano now at 155. It's still higher than 155, but I think it might be time to get in to Cardano and the ecosystem because the DEXs are about to launch. Also, let's look at some other things that are happening on Cardano. So you've got this huge dApp ecosystem that has emerged, but none of them are working because there's no DEX. You cannot do DeFi without a DEX. It just doesn't work. If you look at the developer activity, they're starting again. DEX picks. They want DEX picks. If we get 10,000 likes, I'm going to send you guys some DEX picks of Fred. Fred's DEX picks. 10,000 likes, you're going to get DEX picks. Okay. Developer activity contributors continue. Solana, number 2, Cardano. So we pulled this chart on Santiment. We didn't pull it, somebody else pulled it. And you can see that the Cardano developer activity in the last couple of months has been steadily increasing. It's still not as big as Solana. Okay, it's still not as big as Solana, but it is bigger than Ethereum right now, and it is bigger than Layer 2 Ethereum, and it is bigger than Polkadot. So there is a lot of development happening on Cardano. The only difference is that you're not seeing it because there's no DEX. So whatever, you guys are distracting me. Got to have DEX. I mean, you can't run a show like this. Every 2 minutes, someone's got something to say. L. Bro, help me, bro. Tea with just hot water with ginger, honey, and lemon, bro. Perfect. Thank you, brother. Okay. Okay. So Cardano has a spike in developer activity. Now, remember, we said to you follow. Actually, I didn't even show you that. Follow the developers. Don't follow the money. Follow the developers. You can. I haven't had DEX in a long time.
Centralized. Keep it centralized.
Sure. Okay. I don't know what to do about this community. Okay.
Longest DEX I've ever seen.
Guys, focus. Okay, so lots of developer activity on Cardano. In fact, number 2 under Solana. Also, look at the active address count on Cardano. It looks like something is brewing. You don't see it in the front end because DeFi isn't there yet, and NFTs aren't really there yet in terms of exchanges, and total value locked is not there yet. But what you can see is there is a volcano brewing because the DEX is coming. It's coming, I say by mid-Jan, they say by mid-December. I think that all they're trying to do is basically screw their competitors and say, hey, we're going to be the first to market. But what they've done is they've laid down the gauntlet and they said, you know what? We're going to be there in the middle of December. When are you going to launch? Okay.
By Sunday.
5th of December, they said. Let's see.
SundaeSwap.
That's a test net. Testnet means nothing. Testnet needs to be audited. Yeah, you want to see a testnet? Let me show you a testnet. The crypto banter site was a testnet. Okay, now look what happened. We tested it with a lot of, it's back. Crypto banter site's back. Okay, now you guys are going to go break it again, right? Go break it. Do what you do best. Okay, so lots of developer activity on Cardano. There is an increase in the active number of addresses, exponential, up and down. You can see, even though this is a spike and came back down again, what you can see is the general trend in terms of active addresses is starting to grow exponentially. So that is the first announcement that I wanted to share with you guys about something that we should be doing. Don't wait for everybody else before you start buying the Cardano ecosystem. Buy it now before everybody else starts to buy it. If the market goes down, Cardano is going to go down, but it's going to come back up again. If the market goes up, Cardano has been oversold. It is touching that trend line right now. And I think when you now put it into perspective, and I want to show you what I mean by put it into perspective, you look at the price of Cardano. I agree that Solana should be more expensive than Cardano. I agree with that. I think Solana should almost be catching up to Ethereum. But now Cardano is at a $49 billion market cap. There must be upside if the market goes up there. I think Cardano is better than Avalanche. It's not as good as Solana, so it's at the right place. And it just needs to start moving up now as the moment of truth happens, the DEX gets launched, DeFi gets launched, and all these amazing things happen, and Bob's your uncle. Next. That guy's right. He says Charles needs to get his DEX out. Yeah. Hey, Charles, show us your DEX, bro. Okay, stop. Enough. Come on. I can't for the show. Show us your DEX. Oh, God. I love this community. Okay. Next announcement. Remember we spoke about ETH, and we said that actually ETH2 is what people are buying. When people are buying the ETH BTC pair, they're actually buying ETH2. Let's quickly take a look at how that ETH BTC pair is doing. Sheldon's not here, so I've become a chartist. So I can't gloat if it's going down. Okay, so, I mean, it's still at 0.8. I do want to show you a tweet yesterday by Crypto Kobe, and I actually really think that we don't agree on some things, but we do agree on this. We do agree on this. I want to just show this to you. He writes co-founder of Ethereum. He wasn't the co-founder of Ethereum. And I think he's just writing that because everybody else is a co-founder of Ethereum. Gavin Wood's a co-founder of Ethereum. Charles is a co-founder of Ethereum. Everyone is a co-founder of Ethereum. He wrote yesterday. He tweets a lot, sure. Hold on. I have to find this for you. Was yesterday November 30th?
No, it's first.
Okay, well, he spoke yesterday about the ETH BTC chart, and he said it was like the most important chart in crypto at the moment, and that he was surprised. He's seeing it, and he also thinks that the ETH BTC chart will start to explode. But when people are talking about ETH BTC, they're talking about Ethereum, and they're not talking about Ethereum, because Ethereum is broken. No one would be buying right now into Ethereum. You're buying into Ethereum because you believe in the ETH 2.0 scaling solutions. You believe in the ETH scaling solutions. What are the ETH scaling solutions? We spoke about them yesterday. There's MATIC, Polygon. Then there are a lot of ZK-Rollups. Then there are a whole lot of optimistic rollups and a whole lot of other ETH scaling solutions. So there are a couple of announcements when it comes to ETH scaling solutions. Yesterday, I spoke to you guys about rollups, and I said to you that we're big fans of Boba because they use what they call optimistic rollups to scale Ethereum. There is another methodology used to scale Ethereum, which is called ZK-Rollups. Now, I know that none of you know what ZK-Rollups are. So when I say like optimistic rollups, you think, what the fuck is he talking about? And then when I say ZK-Rollups, you also think, what the fuck is he talking about, right? Because you don't have any idea what these rollups are and how they work. Right? Do you know how ZK-Rollups work, Carl?
That's why you're here, right?
That's why I'm here. Jimmy, do you know how ZK-Rollups work?
Yeah, of course.
Can you explain it to me? No one knows. Everyone just listens. Fred, do you know how ZK rollups work?
Tell us, Ran. I wouldn't be able to explain it nearly as well as you.
Because you don't even know what it means. So let me explain to you guys how rollups work. There is an Ethereum scaling problem. The scaling problem is that people are trying to put too much data on the Ethereum network with every block, okay? So the way to solve that is to run certain side applications or certain side chains and to basically only send data to the Ethereum network when you need to send data to the Ethereum network. So how MATIC does it, Polygon, is they kind of run their own validator nodes with their own chains. And every now and then what they do is they ping the Ethereum network, okay? And they say, okay, we've done a whole lot of transactions. Now I'm going to ping the network and just update Ethereum. And then they do it again and they again ping the network. There is a scaling solution, and the scaling solution is called rollups or ZK-Rollups. ZK stands for zero knowledge. Okay, so zero knowledge. What is a zero knowledge proof? It's very simple. Let's say that Fred is over 21. Now, I know that Fred is over 21, but Fred needs to prove to someone that he's over 21. Okay, now I know, Ran knows that Fred's over 21. He is over 21, and I need to prove to someone that he doesn't know that he's over 21. What we can do is we can upload a proof that he is over 21 without uploading his identity document. So by me saying, here we go, here's a proof that Fred's 21, I'm validating that Fred's over 21, but I'm not going to upload his ID book or his passport. That way, you know that he is over 21, but you have zero knowledge, and they call that zero knowledge proofs. All you know is that Fred is over 21, and that's what you call a zero knowledge proof. So instead of uploading all the data, what you upload is just a proof, a validator who says, I can confirm that Fred's over 21. I'm giving you zero knowledge as to how I know this. I'm not going to show you the documents, but I know that Fred is over 21. And I confirm with zero knowledge that Fred is over 21. So what this article says, it's proof of knowledge. High gas fees have highlighted the urgent need for scaling solutions. While these scaling solutions have success, blah, 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 ZK rollups improve on existing layer 2 solutions. And there are two distinct types of rollups. Rollups come in two flavors, optimistic. Thank you, El. Optimistic and zero knowledge rollups. Optimistic rollups assume the transactions sent back to the base are legitimate. Transactions only get rejected if someone watching the chain can prove they are fraudulent. In other words, optimistic rollups take into account that you're innocent until proven guilty. Conversely, zero knowledge rollups, also known as ZK rollups, generate cryptographic proofs that demonstrate transactions are legitimate when sent back to the mainnet. Optimistic rollups have seen adoption, but they're much slower, okay? They have a few challenges because their approach to validating transactions, funds sent back to Ethereum mainnet are subject to a dispute period of up to a week. So people can dispute the transactions for up to a week. And that is why optimistic rollups are not as efficient as ZK rollups. So let's go back to the Fred example. If we're using an optimistic rollup and we say Fred is over 21 years old, and you dispute that Fred is over 21 years old, you have a week to dispute the transaction. Now, because of that, using optimistic rollups is usually pretty slow. Remember though what I said to you, that Boba has found a way to make fast optimistic rollups by providing a liquidity pool of providers who will pay the transaction until the system approves the transaction, which takes about a week. That's how Boba combats the slowness of optimistic rollups. ZK rollups, on the other hand, are much faster. And they are seen as while optimistic rollups have improved on plasma solutions like Polygon, they are generally regarded as inferior to ZK rollups. Optimistic rollups have a dispute period and an offer scalability of up to 77. ZK rollups have no dispute period, and therefore they can offer improvements of up to 500 on speed. So you get it, if you can implement zero knowledge rollups in a cool way, then you can increase speed by up to 500, much faster than optimistic rollups. But ZK rollups haven't reached the same level of compatibility as optimistic rollups because ZK-Rollups have validity proof accompanying every transaction. In other words, like I had to verify Fred's identity. You need to create these validity proofs. So why am I telling you all of this? Why am I ranting about ZK knowledge and zero knowledge proofs and optimistic rollups? It's very simple. MATIC is making an announcement. The announcement said that they are hosting a zero knowledge summit with ETH Global on December 9th at 11 a.m. EST. And if they are hosting a zero knowledge summit and they have a whole lot of speakers and MATIC will be making a major announcement during the summit, then I think that MATIC might be making an announcement at the ZK summit about some breakthrough in zero knowledge proofs, which they're going to use to make the network even faster. And that is why, if you look at MATIC price right now, you can see that MATIC is probably exploding, or not exploding, but at least starting to wake up, because there is an announcement on the 9th of December around ZK proofs. And right now, ZK proofs for me are the most exciting technology for scaling Ethereum to Ethereum 2.0. So that is the second announcement. Yeah, we will be talking a lot about ZK proofs and optimistic rollups, ZK rollups and optimistic rollups, because I think it's a big narrative that you guys need to know. I think I've kind of showed you the basics of it. Let's see, there was another announcement that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, another announcement. Stop the music. Luna. I keep saying to you guys that I think that Luna is undervalued and that it's going to be Luna month. And for those who bought Luna at $42 or $43 or $45, congratulations, you've got made 50% of your money. It's not over yet though, because there were another 1 million Luna burnt, and there are Luna being burnt every single day. In fact, we are expecting market Luna cap has reached a new all-time high while price hasn't. This is because the Luna to mint UST is just warming up. There's still $2.3 billion of Luna to be burnt between now and the end of the year. Note that the DEX is launching next week. And remember, when the DEX launches, you're going to need UST pairs. How do you create UST pairs? You need UST. How do you create UST? You got to burn Luna. There's going to be an explosion on Luna very, very, very soon. Believe me, I've told you this before. I also see that other chains are starting to look for liquidity on Luna. Got wind of this today. It's a proposal to significantly increase liquidity on Ethereum Curve UST pools using Convex. So I know this sounds technical. It's a DeFi protocol which wants to increase liquidity of UST. And they submitted this proposal. And then I followed this proposal. And I see that they are incentivizing you to stake Luna in the pool. And if you stake Luna in the pool, let me try and find this for you guys on Curve, there is a 300% or something a reward for staking Luna. Let's have a look here. Okay, there's a massive reward. I think it's about 300% for staking Terra. What does that mean? It means that people are expecting a liquidity crisis for Terra, or increased liquidity requirements, not a crisis for Terra. And that's going to mean more burning of Luna. And that's going to happen after the DEX is launched next week. And that's why I think that if the market holds, Luna can even get to about 100 by the end of December. Let's see. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, what else? Let's see. Whew. Okay, one quick one. Chainlink price feeds are now live on Moonriver. So that means that Chainlink is now integrated on Moonriver. If you don't know what Moonriver is, on Kusama is like a bridge between specialized blockchains. And on Kusama, there is an EVM or an Ethereum chain, which is called Moonriver. It's called MOVR, Moonriver. We love Moonriver. Great project. Chainlink has integrated into Moonriver. Now that Chainlink has integrated into Moonriver, we can get a whole lot of DeFi applications, because remember, DeFi applications need an oracle, right? So because there has been this integration into Moonriver, yes, we can expect a whole lot of DeFi applications to be integrated into Moonriver. Now, we look at Kusama Maxi. Now, I mean, take this from where it comes. It's a Kusama Maximus guy. It says, since the Chainlink integration, AVAX went up by 1162%, Phantom went up by 1,523%, MATIC went up by 19120. He shows the charts. He actually shows the charts. Chainlink integrated there, Chainlink integrated there, Chainlink integrated there. And so what he's saying is that, you know, if now Chainlink is integrated into Moonriver and all these DeFi applications can start being built, then Moonriver may actually start to explode. Now, I'm not sure we're going to get 10x's on Moonriver, but Moonriver is slowly getting a lot more traction. A lot more traction. Let's see, is there anything else here? Yeah. Now, remember, there is a guy who comes on the show. He's an absolute Moonriver Kusama degen. He came on the show last time, and he said that Remark, he came here when Remark was at $10, right? So let's have a look here. Are they degening again?
James is choosing
James, this comment here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Post it. Let's see the comment that James likes. He came onto our show with Mr. Biz, and he said, this is when Remark was at $10. It was here. It was when, $10, $11. Now it's at $40. He's been screaming, buy. So I bought. Now I'm going to bring him back here and see what else he's screaming about. Donnie, hey, buddy.
Hey, Ran. Thanks for having me on the show again.
Bro, I didn't buy enough Remark when you told me.
I didn't either. When I was on the show with Mr. Biz, I was market buying the next day, posting $1 million buy walls in Telegram to tell everyone to buy. Okay, now it's gone up 4x since then. It's almost 5x up since you called it on the show. It's the NFT play on Kusama. Yeah, but let's rewind a little, because do you know what happens on the 15th of December?
You're about to tell me that, I know.
Well, the power chains go live on Polkadot. Right now, Polkadot's got no action on it. So you've got all these multi-billion-dollar protocols and projects launching with like huge, $100 million incentivization schemes that are just going to pump the living hell out of the Polkadot ecosystem. And, Polkadot's going to be at the foray of crypto again. And what do we need to do there? We need to change our investment thesis, and we need to look at which verticals are going to pump the hardest. And right now, the metaverse gaming NFT scene has just been kicking off. And I was against it before I turned my nose up at it. And now I'm just super bullish on all of it. Now, Remark, it's positioned to be the #1 metaverse play in the entire Polkadot ecosystem right now. Because people don't know that they're about to announce their metaverse, and there's going to be land sales priced in Remark tokens. So I'm accumulating ready. I want that big dick land pot.
This is the meta.
Sorry, I lost you there for a second.
So yeah, I think they're going to go through a 2D approach, so it's easily accessible. You can just jump in and out of it. As we know, you don't want to be installing dodgy software on your computer, especially if you're involved in crypto. There's going to be a lot of utility brought to it. But the main thing is, right now, all these projects have been shielded and they've got all these massive token unlock schedules. Look at the circulating supply on this one. It's nearly fully circulated. The team owns, 500,000 tokens, and they're not going to dump them. So what we've got no sell pressure. So this thing can only go up at the moment.
I mean, I must say, I thought it was expensive, but $500 million for the biggest narrative on Polkadot and Kusama is not that expensive. Not that expensive.
If you look at the other metaverse plays right now, they're fully diluted valuations of $10 billion or something. It's ridiculous, and we all know the crypto space is highly uneducated, and they're not going to look at these fully diluted valuations. They're going to look at market cap. That's it. But it doesn't tell the full picture.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to highlight to the community that whenever you're investing in a protocol, you want to look at two metrics. You want to look at the circulating supply, which is this number over here. That is the number of tokens in circulation in the market right now. And then more importantly, you want to look at the fully diluted valuation. So you want to look at the market cap and the fully diluted valuation. Now, what most projects do is they play a game of game theory with you by releasing a whole lot of tokens, a very limited amount of tokens. And so that drives the fully diluted valuation up, but the market cap down, because the market cap is taken on the circulating supply. And so they fool you into thinking that they're in a small market cap, but over time, the project is going to go to its fully diluted valuation. So you could be buying it very expensive. So we always look at the fully diluted valuation before we decide if something's expensive or not expensive. And in this case, the fully diluted valuation is almost the same as the market cap.
These are godlike tokenomics, Ran. And it's the same total supply as Kusama. I held Kusama from under $2 up to, well, wherever it is now. And this is another thing that's gonna run like that. The community, strong hands, you know, everyone has full belief in the CEO. I think even Gavin Wood supports it. Gavin Wood minted his first NFT on here as well. So, but did you see the news about Beeple? Is he the most famous NFT artist? So Beeple, he tweeted a new NFT, I think, or a new piece of artwork, and he titled it Kusama, and it's using the sort of polka dot brand colors, Kusama brand colors. And Gavin Wood shared that on Twitter as well. So we think he might be coming over. Now this guy sells artwork for $69 million, so it would be a good addition to the Kusama ecosystem.
Wow. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, and that's what kicked the pump off with Remark. But Remark was already like, he was looking good, man. He was going to pump.
So you're still bullish. You're still bullish on Remark. I must say, probably a good play. It's not as cheap as it was when you told me when it was at $10, but it might not be the most expensive token on the market. I'll give it that much. Donnie, what else? What else is going on in your world? I'm looking for the next 10x.
Well, if you want to look for a 10x, man, you can't you can't fade something that's only getting started. Like Remark's, you know, only 50 right now. People sold KSM at 50, then look what happened. Parachain auctions came, blew everyone away, you know. And when we did the parachain auctions, we made $6,000 per KSM on Moonriver. So you've got to look for the right place in that ecosystem.
What do you think of all these dexes that are starting to pop up on Moonriver? I know I sent you one yesterday. I'm starting to see a lot of dexes popping up on Moonriver. Probably the dex is the stepping stone. It's the foundation that you need to get into DeFi and everything else, right?
Yeah, a lot of the DeFi protocols have been waiting for that Chainlink integration. They were waiting for some others like Gnosis Multisig, things like that. So we're going to see a lot more DeFi stuff pop up. Perhaps some of the big lending, borrowing protocols as well.
Donnie.
The dexes right now, I don't know, man. They're just like, there's some good ones.
Donnie.
Stuff. Yeah.
Donnie, tell me about Energy Web token. I won't tell anyone, bro.
Oh my God, man! I have held this
I know.
I created
you told me to keep quiet
and everything. Yeah, and I was trying to accumulate again. I mean, I'm still holding my bags from 20 cents, like whenever it was back in the day. This is a really good project. They're working with the largest energy companies in the world. Their tech's being used right now in Australia, California. They've got some mega news coming. But the stuff I'm really interested in that I can't even share too much is the stuff to do with Polkadot. Now, I haven't got the image to show, but Energy Web was created, well, with Gavin Wood was involved. This is back in 2014 before the Ethereum ICO. He built this with them. So there's two founding companies of Energy Web. One's Grid Singularity and one's Rocky Mountain Institute, some huge non-profit. Grid Singularity was co-founded by Gavin Wood. So it's literally, you know, one of his secret projects, should we say. But they have always planned for this to be a power relay chain on Polkadot. So what's a power relay chain? Never heard of it. You know, Polkadot's got 100 power chains coming off it, these individual blockchains and everything. Well, Polkadot 2.0 was informally announced in New York a couple of months back. And they're going to integrate, instead of having just power chains, they're going to be power relay chains. So imagine one of those blockchains coming off of Polkadot, and it's got another 100 blockchains coming off of it.
Sure, it becomes a big network.
And Energy Web will be the first power relay chain on Polkadot. And a few friends have given me a heads up and said something's coming about that. So we'll see. So I'm really bullish now. Yeah.
I think I have the same information. I also hear that one of the big companies in the world may be joining.
Yeah. Let's not mention that one. I mean, this is a Lamborghini token. They're working with electric vehicles they're charging, like using blockchain with Volkswagen Group, and they own Lamborghini, Audi, Porsche, everyone. So there's some big players involved in this one. And
any other ones, Donnie? I got one more minute. I got 1 more minute. Are there any other things on your radar, bro?
Mate, why do you need anything else on your radar when you've got Remark and EWT
and the web
and Moonriver as well? Moonriver, if you get Sheldon and look at the TA, I think it's bottom in here. It's ready for its next cycle, to be honest.
Amazing. Listen, babe.
Kilt as well. Okay, Kilt's going to be really good. There was too much hype at the start, so it launched at a high valuation. Once it consolidates, we're going to be buying the shit out of it, and it's going to get sent.
We spoke about.
Do you want some alpha on Kilt that no one knows? Yeah, they have a well-known bank who have paid the Kilt team to implement something. That's what I know. I don't know the name of the bank, but Kilt ties into the reason I found out about Kilt was because of Energy Web Token. So right now, no one knows this as well, but there are Kilt nodes running on smart meters in homes in Germany. They're using Energy Web. So the German Federal Energy Agency is implementing EWT basically, but they're using the EWT operating system, and they're using Kilt for identities, so they're like sort of merged together. And that's how we found out about it. And,
we spoke about Kilt. We actually spoke about Kilt a while back. I backed them in the Kusama parachain sale. I was also one of the original investors in Kilt a long time ago. Very bullish about that. Donnie, listen, we're out of time for today, brother. We'll have to get you back on pretty soon again.
Thank you, Ran. Thank you very much, man. I'll see you soon.
Cool, brother. So always good to chat to you. Always good to chat to you, bro.
You too, buddy.
Don't say I don't bring the birdies onto the show. Don't say I don't bring alpha onto the show. Anyway, we're all out of time today. How many likes have we got? Is there time to give away some MonkeyBall? Are there enough likes? There should be enough likes. Okay, got to give away a MonkeyBall. And the Twitch can go. Oh, they all Twitch again. It's all Twitch. It's all Twitch. All the bots. All bots. All bots. All right, if you see a YouTube comment, then bring it. Okay, hit it. That's not a MonkeyBall comment. Alrighty, guys. Okay, that's not a MonkeyBall comment. You can't see it. Okay, Mike United, he comes from Twitch. He does win. Pass the ball. That's not a bot. That's not a bot. All right, guys. Love you guys madly. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Morning show with Sheldino. Oh, wait. No, not same time. There is a big banter tomorrow. Massive banter tomorrow. But in order to accommodate the big banter, we have to move the show out 1 hour. So the show is going to be an hour later. So it starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST, not at 9 a.m. EST. Now you're asking, who is going to be on the big banter tomorrow? Well, this is the part where you put up the slide. Okay. Okay, so there's a big banter tomorrow. Starts at 10 a.m. EST. It's all about gaming and metaverse. Don't miss it. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, play well, my friends.
In charge. He's a crypto star, so savvy what he say. Fast money like a sports car. He's all about the DJ life. Make some money, change your wife. Big calls on the altcoins for the bull market hype. He's all about the crypto man. He's all about the DJ baby. Crypto man. He's all about the DJ baby. Crypto